Welcome, class. Take your seats, sharpen your pencils, and prepare to major in yearning with a minor in romance. Today, Dr. Conrad Fisher, PhD in Yearnalism, summa cum laude in sad boy studies, will be teaching us how to be the perfect man. His credentials? Oh, nothing major. Just capturing the hearts of everyone with a pulse. One summer. That's all it took. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Yearn like your life depends on it. Dr. McYearney is a scholar of longing, always catching little glimpses of Belly, hovering on the sidelines like she's the sun, and he's just lucky to orbit. Yearning from doorways, watching her from the other side of a room, stealing glances across the dinner table like the pasta is background noise and she's the only thing on the menu. Even when oceans separate them, Conrad's heart follows her across countries. And Paris? While Belly was showing him the city, Conrad wasn't looking at the monuments. He was looking at her. Like she was the art. The Louvre could never compete. And the key? Yearning that doesn't expire. Years pass. Feelings don't. And if this is considered toxic, then I volunteer as tribute to succumb to Conrad's nightlock. Lesson 2. Never let her go hungry. Forget Birkin bags. The real husband test? Noticing when she hasn't eaten. The fruit bowl? Always stocked with fresh fruit. Dirt bombs? He learned the recipe from scratch because they're her fave. Muffins? Only the good ones, never the sad bakery rejects. Belly says she's hungry on the road. McBroody pulls a UE for those peaches. He literally leaves her plates with notes that say, "Eat this." Meanwhile, Jerry Wonka was too busy spiraling over cacao percentages for his mirror glaze meltdown to notice Belly skipping meals. But Conrad always clocked it. Feed her heart and her stomach. Lesson 3. The return of chivalry. Carrying boxes so she doesn't have to. Taking the bike instead of the bags because no way is he letting Belly hoist a Schwinn into the trunk. Jackets and sweaters? Automatically on her shoulders before she even has a chance to say she's cold. And don't get me started on the sidewalk rule. When they're walking, he's the guy who subtly positions himself on the outside of the sidewalk. Old-fashioned? Maybe. But also, peak husband material. Lesson 4. Bring back actual romance. Dry texts? Couldn't be Conrad. This man wrote letters to Paris, ink on paper. And he doesn't shy away from saying the kinds of things that sear into your memory forever.
You know, you have the prettiest smile I've ever seen. Your whole face just lights up. You're it for me, Belly. No matter what happens, we'll still be infinite.
I love you. I will never not love you.
I think about you a lot. You're pretty much all I think about. I like being under the same moon as you again. Because I've changed everything about myself, and the one thing that never changes is that I love you. I dream about this. You.
Poetry disguised as pillow talk. But he backs it up with action, like driving 5 hours from Brown just to see Belly. He even changed his flight to surprise her for her birthday in Paris. That's consistency. That's devotion. Words without action are empty. But Conrad? He gives us both. Living proof that romance is alive and well. Lesson 5. Therapy is the new flex. Let's be real. He wasn't always this emotionally literate. Grief swallowed him whole and he shut everyone out. But here's the difference. He recognized it and Sad Boy put in the work. Therapy receipts, communication upgrades, actual growth. Emotional intelligence isn't optional. It's the bare minimum. Conrad just makes it look hot. Lesson 6. Domestic God energy. Cooking, cleaning, fixing up the beach house? Check, check, check. His California apartment? Spotless and tastefully decorated. No mattress on the floor, frat boy energy here. And the details? Chef's kiss. He cuts fresh hydrangeas from the garden and arranges them in the house. Because why just maintain a home when you can make it beautiful too? Gentlemen, the bar isn't too high. It's called basic partnership. And Conrad clears it without breaking a sweat. Lesson 7. Dress to impress. Okay, yes, he's hot. The perfectly tousled hair. Those ocean eyes. That rare smile that makes the world briefly make sense. Hands that deserve their own Instagram account. Not everyone can look like Conrad Fisher. But he's proof you don't need to be a beefed-up gym bro to get the girl. And you can still dress the part. Button-ups, polos, trousers, and of course that scandalocious little watch, the Omega constellation for those who are so inclined. A faux suede jacket with a shearling collar. Peak fall boyfriend energy, bonus points if you bring candy. Wintertime? Chunky knit sweaters that look like they were stolen straight from a J.Crew catalog. Extra credit if you layer them right, with a white shirt peeking out from the collar. You don't even need a trust fund to pull off that old money chic aesthetic. A crisp white tee with khakis and well-manicured hands, and you'll steal hearts just fine. Lesson 8. Talk nerdy to me. Cool guys are out. Nerdy guys are in. Conrad studies hard, chases a career in medicine, and cares about more than just himself. Curiosity, attractive, ambition, irresistible. And no, you don't have to be in med school to pull it off. Read a book, learn something new. You can even moderate a Lord of the Rings subreddit. Just show you're willing to put in effort for something bigger than yourself. Honestly, we swoon harder when Conrad's reciting biology facts or talking about his stamp collection than when Scooter Boy revs his Vespa. Lesson 9. Family matters. Conrad's love doesn't stop at Belly. It radiates outward. Calls Laurel on Thanksgiving? Yep. Convinces her to come to the wedding? Uh-huh. Orders her food even when she insists she's fine? You already know. Because like Belly, Laurel probably skips meals when stressed and Conrad notices. Adam being rude to Laurel? Conrad sees how upset Belly is and immediately steps in. Tech bro Steven is in the hospital? Conrad makes sure he gets the best care. And Susanna? He took care of her when she was sick, watched over her, made sure she was comfortable. Family-level love runs deep in him. And yes, even bitter cacao bean Jeremiah gets Conrad-level generosity, with Conrad always putting his brother's feelings first. Bottom line, Conrad doesn't just love Belly. He sees the people she loves, protects them, and genuinely cares. Forever husband material. Lesson 10. Support what matters to her. Paris proved it best. Conrad never once expected Belly to give up her dream or come back home for him. He respected the life she had built there. Unlike Jeremiah, who was more than happy to let her toss Paris aside for his sake. But Conrad supported her independence. He even called her Isabel in front of her Paris friends because that's who she was there, and he honored it. That's not bare minimum boyfriend energy. That's knowing you're not the main character in someone else's story. But it's not always about Paris surprises or infinity necklaces. Sometimes being the perfect man looks like standing in Michael's on a random Tuesday, surrounded by fake flowers and discount bins. Belly's stressed about wedding planning? Conrad's right there helping her pick out the right size hurricane vases. He even suggests the faux flowers because he knows it'll fit her budget better. So men, if your girl wants to go on a home goods run, you go on the home goods run with her. Carry her coffee, pretend you're mildly interested in scented candles, and throw in a, "Ooh, that's cute," when she's deciding which Snoopy mug to get. That's not just showing up. It's investing in the things she cares about, big or small. Lesson 11. Keep your promises. Words are easy. Following through? That's rare. Conrad once promised Belly he'd quit smoking. And he did. No dramatics, no half measures. Just quiet commitment. Saying no to drugs has never been hotter. And at the end of the day, it's not about the promise itself. It's about proving that when he says he'll do something, he means it. Lesson 12. Gifts that actually mean something. Forget flashy gifts that say, "I spent money," instead of, "I see you." Conrad Fisher is a master of thoughtful gestures. Junior mint from the boardwalk. Instant nostalgia. The glass unicorn Belly always admired. Proof he notices the little things. Infinity necklace? Forever level devotion. A vial of Cousin's beach sand? So she never feels far from home. So class, what have we learned? Yearn endlessly. Feed her. Write the letters. Go to therapy. Do the dishes. Love her people like your own. And above all, see her. Really see her. Final exam? Impossible. Because let's be real, there's only one Conrad Fisher. And if you're lucky enough to have your own Conrad, please share with the class what kind of spell you cast to make that happen. End of lecture. Class dismissed. XOXO, your drama archivist.